Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and this is my fiber web. This is a channel where I talk about cross stitch and then sometimes knitting and crochet. Today is not going to be a typical Flosstube episode. Instead, I'm going to go through my plans for October. So if you have been around my channel, I have been mentioning how I might want to work on a different project every day of October, a different Halloween project. Originally I thought I would start 31 things, but now I am going to include my existing Halloween whips, and I'm going to look at this as a setup year for basically Halloween version of Mania. So some people who participate in Mania set things up so that they start a different project every day of May, and if they get to the people who have been doing it multiple years keep track of which projects they started on which date, and if that project is still a whip, they work on that when that date comes up in May. But if they have completed the project, they get a new start that year. So I'm going to look at 2024 October as my setup year for having 31 Halloween projects that I work on in October. I have since learned, since the last time I talked about this, I heard that some people do this, and I think some people call it Startober, and then there might be another like hashtag as well. I don't know who started those. I don't know who does it. Aside from Tracy of OG Stitchery, I think she said she has done this for a few years. So I knew that someone in the community was probably already doing this. I just couldn't find like an existing hashtag or like name of the event. So whatever you want to call it, I'm going to do it this year. So what I'm going to do in my video today is take you through the projects that I have lined up for October. So 6 of the projects are whips. So right now I have 6 Halloween whips, which means I have room for 25 new starts. In most of them I have either partially kitted or fully kitted. I do have a complete set of DMC, so if the chart just calls for DMC and I have fabric, I'm considering it fully kitted, even though I haven't like pulled floss and put it in the bag. I know I have the colors, so it counts. And this is a little bit of a mess. I have this magnet board with these like labels that I wrote the projects on. I'm going to try to organize this as I go today into columns of what is a whip or fully kitted, what's partially kitted, and what still needs fabric and floss. That way I can use the time remaining from now until October 1st to get everything fully kitted and ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to take you through my projects today. I did already make a spreadsheet and I sort of ranked them by size, and I have 4 extra large projects that I'm going to try to split up to have one each week. I haven't looked at the October calendar, so I don't know if there are like 4 or 5 Fridays or Saturdays. I don't know what day of the week Halloween falls on, but maybe Halloween and the previous 3 weeks, whatever day of the week it is, will be the days that I work on the extra large projects. This already sounds really complicated. And then all the days in between, I'm planning on putting my projects on a tiny decisions wheel, and I'll just spin the wheel in the morning and work on whatever project it pulls, and I will keep track of which one happens each day, so that next year when I do this again, because it's going to be awesome, I will know what to work on and when I get a new start. I have a mix of small, medium, large, and extra large projects. I have a handful of freebies. I will try to tell you which ones those are that are free in case you want to go grab them. And I'm going to be trying to organize this magnet board and update my spreadsheet and go through all these, so I'm probably not going to be looking up a whole lot, so I apologize for that. Let's just start this and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 4 extra large projects. The first one that I would like to start is called Grimm's Garden, and it is by Sarcy Girl, and it looks like this. I have chosen this fabric. It's called Middle Earth, and it is by Bestitch Me. So There's no called for fabric for this because the designer dyed their own. So the guidance was get something that whites and grays and blacks will pop on, and I think this will work. If not, I have a few backups, but this is a fat quarter 40 count, so it should be big enough. And that is my plan. And that one is charted, I'm pretty sure, in DMC, so that one should be considered fully kitted. Let me see, do I still have it? I was just looking at this chart. Let me see if I still have it open. Ooh, I lied. Okay, this one does have some overdyed floss, so I'm going to put this in the partially kitted column because I have not checked to see if I have all of those overdyed flosses yet. So this is, what did I just say? Grimm's Garden. Grimm's Garden goes in... Do I not have a label for this? There it is. Okay, Grimm's Garden goes in partially kitted. The next one, the next extra large one that I would like to start is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, which you are probably familiar with. I am planning on doing the whole thing as charted, and I picked out this piece of 40 count Bronze Age by Bestitch Me. If you have already stitched Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow or you have it as a whip, let me know if you think this is too, if there's too much contrast in the modeling, if it's going to take away from the design. I know a bunch of these squares are like almost full coverage, and so it wouldn't matter for those, but the ones that have more empty space, like, do you think this is too muchy, or do you think it's okay? I feel like Spooky Halloween Night, it should be okay if it's a little bit murky and stuff, but let me know what you think. And then the next extra large one I have is a whip that I just recently started. It is Halloween Quaker by Leela Studio, which I just started with Erinn of Cozy Town Stitches and Alex of Salix Stitches. And the hashtag for this one is Quakerween Sal. So I'll show you, this is on a 16 count Ada from Witch's Garden Crafts called This is Halloween, and this is how far I got. And then was that all four? Yeah. No, the fourth one, sorry, that was three. The fourth one, extra large piece that I want to work on is the Halloween sampler from Crochet a Go-Go, which I'm sure I'm still not saying right. I will put a picture up of what it looks like, and Natashia from Britches Get Stitches is doing a stitch along for this one that starts on October 1st. So I don't know if I will start it on October 1st. I might start it a different day in October. But check that out if you want to join in. I have not chosen fabric or floss for this one yet. So I'm already not keeping up with my magnet board. I'm going to do that later. So that one still needs fabric and floss. I'll just put it right here. Okay, next I'm going to show you my large projects. The first one is a whip. It is Monster House by Satsuma Street. This is an ongoing mystery stitch along, so there's no like cover photo for me to show you. And I am keeping up with this. I am working on the third clue, which was released, I don't know, a week ago. So if I stay on track with this, it will be done before October, in which case I will replace it with something else. But for right now, I'm going to leave it on here just in case. And then I have another whip in the large category, which is Jack's Bash by Plum Street. I'm not sure what fabric this is, but I know it's 40 count. If you would like to know what it is, just message me. I mean, you can ask on here or message me on Instagram or whatever, and I'll let you know. And then The next one is a new start that I'm going to do. It is called the Bad Vibes Sampler, and it looks like this. And I'll just show you, I have this fabric picked out for it. It's a 32 count linen. I don't know where it's from. It's a mystery linen from a D-stash. And this chart uses some étoile, so I have those flosses already in here. So I know this one is fully kitted because I have everything. I had kitted it a while ago and I just never started it. Another large one that is already a whip is Away We Ride by Blackbird. I just started this one not too long ago with Elizabeth from Savory Sewing. Actually, was it long ago? Was this in March? I don't know. I don't remember. I only worked on it for a day. No, it wasn't in March. I don't think it was. I think it was, I don't remember. If you want those details, let me know. Okay. Next one in the large category is the Primitive Hair Witches of Salem. So this will be a new start. And I have a piece of vintage country mocha picked out for this one. I don't know if I looked at the... This one has some Gentle Arts, Weeks, and DMC, so I still have to look at what floss I'm going to use for this. Next in the large column is Autumn by the Cricket Collection. This will be a new start. And I have this piece of 32 count Silver Fox left over from my Spring Forest scrapbook. And I think I saw someone else do it on a color like this. So I wanted to make it more of like a cloudy, fall-looking background. Next one, I have to put up a picture again because I just have the PDF. This one is called Return to Earth by Broomsticks and Bobbins. And I have this 1/8 yard of 32 count Gothic linen that I'm going to use for it. It's a very beautiful purple and navy and sort of dark teal mottled fabric. Yeah, I've had this one ready to go for a long time too. Just never started it. So I think I said before that like Halloween projects are one of my favorite to like shop for and kit up, but I don't tend to start a lot of them and I don't know why. So that's part of the reason I want to do this year. Alright, next one, I don't know, I'm jumping into smalls now, I guess? Or maybe I marked this one as a medium, I don't remember. This is Halloween Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. This will be my first Tiny Town that I've ever stitched. And I'm going to do this one on this Rustico Ada. Then my next one is the Prairie Schooler Trick or Treat. And this comes with a few smalls, and the big one I'm gonna do the big piece. And I picked this purple mottled Ada. This is from Kaylee at the sewing shop. It is called Kiss from a Rose. And this is what is left over from my Carolyn Manning round robin that I'm doing on this fabric. So I'm going to stitch this 1/1 because 2/1 on my Carolyn Manning piece was too much. So now I know. Next I have Autumn Dream from Cottage Garden Samplings. I have a handful of the patterns from this series, but I haven't started any of them, I don't think. And this one, again, I have a piece of vintage country mocha 40 count. It's like a remnant from something else that was the perfect size. Okay. And I have another small. This is Minerva by Kathy Barrick. It is a witchy mermaid. There are skulls and pumpkins and a broom, octopus, crab. I love it. I love everything about this. And I picked this piece of, I think it's Ancient by Picture This Plus. And I'm pretty sure it's 40 count for Minerva. Oh no, whips are falling. Okay, and now I have a whip. This is a small, this is assembly required by ink circles, and I already have this much done. I think it's about, I don't know, a quarter or a third of the way. And I do have a backup Halloween ink circles project kitted up in case I finish this one before October. Next is Silver Creek Samplers Scary Things October Brings. This one I got in like a lot of charts. I don't know if I would have like chosen this one myself, but it was like in a mix with other things, so I just picked out this piece of like ivory linen that I had in stash for that. And then this one is a whip already. This is Jiggity Jig by Pineberry Lane. And this one I probably have the best chance of finishing before October. I have a hanging thread, so sorry about that. But here's how far I am. So I have the bottom border done. One of the witches, I started the letters, so there's just two more like identical witches with brooms, and it says Jiggity Jig, and there's like a little bit more, a few more little doodads at the top. So if I work on this for like 2 or 3 more days, it will be done. So this one might be done, but I do, like I said, I have another Halloween Pineberry Lane in the wings in case I do finish it, and that will take its spot. I have no idea what number I'm on, so I might have to do this video in a couple chunks. So next is the Drawn Thread Full Moon Small. I'm going to do this one, the round one with the pumpkin and the moon. I have some fabric in here. I don't know what it is. Somebody put like fray check on the edges. It's all crunchy. But just like a natural colored linen. Not sure what the count is even. Okay. And now I have some project bags with multiple things in them. So this one, I have two charts in here that I want to put on the same fabric. I think that's why they're both in here. So the first one is Something Wicked by Barbara Anna. I love this one. This one is all DMC, and I have fabric picked out, so it is ready to go. The fabric I chose was this 32 count Cocoa by Fiber on a Whim. I love this fabric. I can't remember now what I used the other half of this for, but I know I loved it. And then this one will also fit on there. This is With Thy Needle and Thread. It's called Field Mouse Hollow. This way. And it's got these little witchy mice in their giant shoe. And I love it. And look at the moon. It's like, oops. It's like a dark, it's a dark moon. I don't know. I love it. now I have a bag with a bunch of different fabrics in. So I think these are all digital patterns, so I'm going to have to put the pictures up. And these might be mostly freebies too. So there is a freebie from, who's it from? Hands-on Design. Oh, I already have, is Tiny Town Hands-on Design? Because that means I have two by the same designer, and I will have to switch. Anyway, I have this piece of blue picked out for Favorite Brew by Hands-on Design. I have this little ornament cut of this green color picked out for Baby Batweed by Noctiflora, which looks like this. I have this gray fabric that I used for my Artsy Housewife Giant Butterflies. This is the leftover from that I want to do Little Urn of Horrors from Lindy Stitches, which I will put on the screen. That's another freebie. I have this chalkboard linen picked out for Enoch's Paper Moon, which is, who is that by? I don't have it on my list. Do I have it on here? Night Spirit Studio. Duh. I couldn't remember if it was Night Spirit Studio or if it was Mama Witch. So Enoch's Paper Moon, I will put what that looks like up on the screen. That one is not a freebie. I think I got that one when I was in her Patreon. And then I have this little offcut for Soda Stitch. I think it's called Halloween Pumpkin, which I will put on the screen. And then I have some more Rustico Ada picked out for Cranky Owl by Modern Folk Embroidery. So there's the fabric. I don't know why it's not, there we go. And then Witchy Stitcher, I want to do her vintage candy buckets, and I have this whole quarter yard piece of Murky that I want to put it on. I won't need this whole piece, but I have it. So maybe I could cut that down to size and use the rest for something else. And then what else? I know that that's not everything. I also just recently acquired the Spooky Teapot by Tiny Modernist, so this is one of the ones I'm going to do. I haven't picked out a fabric for this yet. I think it uses the same... Oh, the called for is Tumbleweed Linen by Witchelt, which I definitely don't have, but I probably have something green-ish that this will go well on. So this is one of them. Let me look through my list and see what I missed. Oh, I want to do You're Dead by Tuscan Cardinal, which looks like this. I bought this like as soon as it came out because I love What We Do in the Shadows, and I needed to order fabric for that. So I got this black Ada, which is the called for, so I can do You're Dead. Oh, Halloween Tiny Town is Heart and Hand, so it's okay that my Hands-on Design. I always get those mixed up, but those are different. So I do not have a duplicate designer. I think that's everything. So I will, when I edit this, I will put like the count up on the screen and make sure that that's 31, because I feel like it might not be. Oh, and then there's one other thing. Claire from Love Poppet Designs reached out to me and asked if I wanted to participate in another mystery stitch along that she's doing. So I think her first one was in the spring or early summer, and I missed it, but I love it. I'm totally going to stitch it anyway, even though I missed the Sal. But this one is called Night Riders, and the first glue has not been released yet, so I can't show you an image, but I do have fabric and floss on the way for that. So I have to look at the schedule for when those clues come out, but that one might take the place of one of the ones I showed you today, because I want that definitely to be on the list if it's not finished before Halloween. Okay, I'm going to end this video now, and I'm going to go back and watch through and see if I got 31. And as I'm editing, I'm going to organize my little magnet board, and then I will come back at the end, and I will show you what I ended up with for this board and let you know if there are any projects that I forgot about. I have a couple more pieces of fabric that I got recently, and I don't know what they're for. So there was just like this oopsie fabric from Bestitch Me. I don't know if I don't remember if I had something in mind for this. But I got, it's a fat quarter, and then this is from 123 Stitch. It's a picture this plus truffle in a 40 count. And I also don't know what this is for. This, maybe I was thinking this would be one of the backups for Grimm's Garden or Halloween at Hawk Run if the colors that I picked are too busy. Or it might go with a different project. I don't know. So I'm going to edit and organize my life with my spreadsheet and my magnetic board, and I'll come back and tell you what I found and what maybe I might have missed. Okay, bye for now. Okay, I am back. There's some extra background noise now, so I'm going to try to be quick. I went through everything and organized this board, so everything in this column is fully kitted or it's already a whip ready to go. Everything in the middle, I have chosen fabric, but they call for some specialty threads that I need to go through and either pull, like see if I have them in stash, or pull something else from stash, or decide if I'm just going to do DMC. So I just need to check on the floss. And then the Halloween sampler that I just purchased and the Spooky Teapot from Tiny Modernist are the only ones that still need me to choose fabric. So these are the 31. I did add the Love Poppet Night Rider sale on here because I realized that I had labels for 2 different Night Spirit Studio patterns, so I erased one of them and put the Love Poppet one in instead. I do also have, in my spreadsheet, I have a few other choices. I have a few more freebies, and I have like the backup options in case I finish some of the smalls that are already whips. And I put on here like what size each one is, and I totaled all of that up. So in this list of 31 that I shared with you today, 5 of them are freebies, 10 of them are smalls, meaning that they're less than 100 by 100 stitches, 9 of them are medium, 8 are large, and then there's the 4 extra large. I don't remember what exactly I used for the breakdowns for the dimensions for those, but I was happy to find 10 smalls because some of those smalls I have a chance of finishing like in the day that I start them, which would be awesome. If not, like, you know, it'll probably take me 1 extra day. So I said before that I might work on the extra large projects, like spread them out over 4 weeks. I think I might just work on them on 4 of the Sundays in October. That way I have a lot of time to devote to them since they're so big. I think that makes more sense than trying to go from Halloween backwards, because Halloween is like on a Thursday or something. But that doesn't really matter. I might just put them all on a wheel because it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't necessarily have more time to stitch on the weekends than I do during the week, since I stay home with my kids during the week and on the weekend. Okay, so that is everything. Let me know if you have any of these projects as whips, or if you're looking to start them anytime soon. Maybe we can plan to start them on the same day. I'll take them off the wheel and start them with you, or something like that. That would be fun. I also might decide to get a couple of these started before October, so they will stay on the wheel. They will just be already started instead of being brand new. And those are my current plans. I am a little bit curious to see how much I will change this between now and October. So I have this documented, and we'll see how many changes there are before I get started. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It was a little chaotic and a little noisy with all the zippers, and as I was showing you everything, I was putting it all in this giant bin, so it was a little bit noisy. But these are my Halloween projects. They fit pretty well in here. So, and I have a couple project bags open. That will be good for my October projects because I recently adopted out a few whips, and I did not give away my project bags. So yeah, I will continue working on getting everything fully kitted in time for October. If you are still here, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care.